Exactly, so we're gonna play. My dobré ráno. Dobré ráno. Okay, one more time. Dobré ráno. Cool. Did you sleep well? Yes. Was it warm in your chatička? Did you have warm water? Cool. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna stop bothering you, and we're gonna move to the official part of the agenda. It's our last day, so unfortunately it's the last day. But we made it through all DNA. I hope everyone still has a voice. Unfortunately, I lost mine yesterday, but we can manage to go through it. Today we have just three presentations at the beginning. Then we have the official voting. So please, every section representative, if he or she is not here, please get him or her here. And we're gonna go through the basics of voting just before the voting. Now we're gonna give the words to the presentations and then the voting, as I said. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our lovely Zuzka Molnárova on the stage, and she's gonna speak about the upcoming events of ESMCZ. So Zuzka, the stage is yours. I'm sorry, there was an opening word from OC. Is someone responsible for? Yeah. So sorry for it.
Okay, so I have a couple of things to say. So first of all, thank you so far. But please return things you stole and take your things that you left somewhere here. Also, if you have some stickers, badges, or see just other stickers and badges all around the place, please pick them up and okay, thank you. And either throw them away or keep them. If you are leaving earlier, please take your bed sheets and give them to this room. For those of you who need it and haven't filled the departure form, please do so as soon as possible. And I'm gonna check my notes because I'm not sure if I forgot something or not. Yeah, if you see the photos around and if you recognize some of your members, you can take the picture to your home section. And please clean after yourself. We are here for you to help you and everything, but we are not your servants. So it will be much easier for us later if you just don't leave your mess everywhere and in the bungalows. Thank you.
Thank you for it, and now Zuzka, it's your turn.
Good morning, sunshines. I was hoping that my voice gonna kind of wake you up, but I lost it yesterday. So I'm sorry for that, but you need to deal with it. So my first question is, how is your energy level? Like from down, up? Okay, it's not as bad as it was supposing to be. So let's start this day with the upcoming events. So make sure you have your calendars and the years with you right now, because we're gonna go through the events also for the upcoming semester. The other way around. Okay, so the upcoming thingy that is actually like already almost in 2 weeks are the community meetings. This semester only 2 communities will meet, and it's the president and vice president's community that's going to be meeting for the whole weekend, and then the HR and events community, and it's going to be just a 1-day thingy. So there's going to be more information coming this week, right, in the upcoming week. And it's going to be happening in Prague. Then right after the community meetings, we're going to have a meetup in Ústí, and yeah, it's gonna be focused on 2 tracks as we were doing it before the COVID. So according to your training needs that we were analyzing in the beginning of the semester, we decided to focus on the agendas of the HRs and CMs, so human resource managers and communication managers. And of course, it's going to be in the way that it's going to be focused not only on the people that are like holding the positions, but also for the people that are just like interested in the fields. It's going to be focused more on like beginners topic, nothing really advanced, since we lost all the knowledge through the COVID times. So it's going to be focused more on your newbies that are like for a few months in the section, and definitely not for the fossils that are like 3-4 years in the section. Okay. So right now we are dealing with the budget and everything, but there should be like small or even no fee. But you will have to pay for your accommodation. That's the deal. We will have the limited spots since we were analyzing like the previous meetups and taking into account the COVID as well and the participation on the events after the COVID. So there's going to be 25 spots. So pretty much like every section is having a spot, and then first come, first served, right? And the registrations will come in the upcoming week as well. Then we're gonna have some funky stuff as well. So we're gonna have the Christmas team building in our lovely Priničko. And it's gonna be a one-day thing. So if you wish to sleep over or something, like bear in mind that like we're gonna have the program only like during the afternoon and maybe evening, but then you are kind of free, okay? So yeah, bear that in mind. And it's gonna be open for the whole network, so like everybody can come, and it doesn't matter if it's a newbie or experienced person or alumni or whoever. And we already heard about those events, right? Because it was presented also in the previous NA, and we were talking about it much. So let's continue with the upcoming semester and what's going to happen after the new year. So the first thing is going to be the National Assembly in February, and we still have no OC. That's sad. You know what that means, that we're not going to be seeing each other like this. So if you're still like hesitating and you would like to do it, definitely approach WebChat or somebody else from the MB and consult it, because we would like to see you again in February. And hopefully it's not gonna end up online. Okay, so yeah, talk about it with your section. And if you would be up for it, we would be so happy to see your lovely faces again. Then we're gonna have another edition of the Newbies event. So you already know that. This is the picture from the last Newbies event. And yeah, it's focusing on newbies, right? No words needed, I would say. We already have the date. The place is still the same as the, I think, last 3 editions at least. And yeah, we are tackling there like all the 3 levels of ESN, and it's a bit more a team building as well. National Erasmus Games. We already have the date, but we don't have the OC. There's going to be an open call soon, so if you're thinking about it, just let me know, please. If you remember the last edition of National Erasmus Games, yeah, let's not repeat that, okay? Like, we were one of the 7 countries that actually participated on the international round, but yeah, let's do it better this time, because if we're not gonna find any OC, it's gonna be probably like, again, just a one-day thing in Prague or whatever. And with the OC, it would be much more enjoyable, and it would have like added value for the participants, because there would be like even a social program and other things. So definitely write down the date, and if you're having the capacity for organizing this, it should be a weekend-long event. Definitely contact us and go for it. There's going to be the international round in the Madrid. No official like statements about that yet. So that's why I put like 2 possible dates, because they didn't give us like the exact date from those 2. So it should be like either it's going to be one of the weekends in the Madrid. And it's as well as for the students, as well as for the volunteers, so even you can participate in the games. Oh yeah, sad news, right? Erasmus Generation Meeting was supposed to happen in Amsterdam, but as Peter said, unfortunately the OC resigned. So right now we are waiting if anything's gonna pop up. Hopefully yes. It was supposed to happen around this weekend. It can be the weekend before, even a weekend after. But it's more or less those dates. So fingers crossed that's something, they're gonna deal with something the international level. And then another lovely community meetings. We have the weekend already, and since we would like to make it bigger, to make it more enjoyable for you, so you can actually like mingle in between the communities as well. We're gonna be looking for the OC for the community meetings as well. If the OC is not gonna be there, it's gonna be probably like the same old thingy as we are doing right now, like every community meeting separately, different places, different times. But we would like to make it bigger, how they do it on the international level. That there are like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 communities meeting at the same place, at the same time, the same weekend. And they're having the social programs together, and they're even having some joint sessions together. So it's more funky. And then we have the National Assembly in May. And if you're gonna vote yes today, we will definitely meet in Prague, thanks to VŠE. So vote yes. And of course, there's gonna be another meetup, because like in the beginning of the year, there's gonna be like a different training needs, right? So according to that, we will decide on the topics for another meetup. And just a small sneak peek, as we are right now talking with the national agencies about the certificates for the Erasmus in schools, we are talking also about the certificates for this training event. Because like we are going really into deep with these topics, and it would be nice to have some validation from the whole weekend that we are really working hard. And hopefully, if we're gonna have enough of budget, I would like to finally have some external trainers from the other Eastern countries or from the Educate. So yeah, again, fingers crossed to have enough of budget. And the National Assembly in June to wrap up the academic year. Well, the open call is not out yet, right? If I'm not mistaken. So yeah, please, let's not let it be online. We are all done with the online thingies, and you know that it's not fun at all. And then last but not least, we will have another edition of ESNCZ Olympics. And we are not having the date yet, because right now we are in this situation that we are looking for the better venue than the last time. So right now we are looking for the venue, and once we find the venue, we will set the date and everything. But the last edition was really funky. It was like not even 30 of us, but yeah, it was definitely better, because we really like, we were working on our relationship, and it was a real team building, focusing also on some causes, especially the health and well-being with the sports. And people from like 9 different sections were participating, so it was really cool, and you can ask them about their experience. And that's it for me. I don't know if we have time for the questions.
In the agenda, there's a 5 minute of discussion time, so I'm opening the speakers list. Lukáš has a question over there. Please pass in the mic, someone. And there's Risha as well.
Hello, Lukáš Sobotka, ESN International. More of a comment than a question. I would like to point out that the national round of international Erasmus Games is very simple to organize, and I know for a fact that a lot of your sections are doing the exact same event, just under different name, like a sports day or something, for your international students. And a lot of your sections are doing those events for more participants that is anticipated to participate in IAG. So there's no reason to not have an OC for that.
Do it.
So it's Risha.
Richard Mazur, ESNCU Prague. Just because I'm curious, I would like to ask whether the people who were on newbies event could raise their hands so I can see if there are any at all on this meeting. 1, 2. And the newbies event that just happened, or no, the last one. That's what I want. The last one.
So just the last newbies
Okay.
edition.
Cool. Thank you. That's what I wanted to know. Thank you.
Okay, anyone else has a question? If not, I'm proposing to close the speakers list. Are there any objections? Okay, the speakers list is closed. And thank you, Zuzka, for your presentations and for the answers. Then we have next part on the agenda. It's again Zuzka, and it's a presentation about ESMCZ mentoring program. So Zuzka, you can start.
I would like to invite my lovely supporter Tom to present with me. And yeah, when we are talking about events, when we are talking about activities, it's worth to mention that we have also this beautiful project/service in our network as well, which is a great opportunities for you as individuals. That's why we want to introduce it to you. So yeah, what is like mentoring for you? Like, does anybody want to share what do you think that the mentoring is? Like, there is no bad answer, right? It's just a different point of views. Anybody?
So yeah, I can share some of my experience because I was part of the mentoring program last year. And basically, for me, mentoring is that the person who is more experienced than you, most of the times he or she has experience from the work life, and she or he can give you basically a life advice or work advice for free. So why not use it? You're getting it for free, and you're getting from a person who is experienced like six years advanced or ahead of you. So that's mentoring for me.
Yeah, moreover, they're ESNers, so the same spirit as you have. You're gonna have a lot in common. And those are the words or the phrases that were asked the mentors and mentees, what mentoring means to them after the whole last edition. So you see new ways of thinking, interaction, sharing, discovering, enrichment, and also the trust, because you really create a relationship with your mentor. I can tell you that I have like a really nice relationship with Robert. That was holding the workshop yesterday because he was my mentor last edition, and yeah, I can tell you that it helped me from the point of ESN career, but also from my point of view as a like in a professional career. So it was not like just only about the ESN. Like you could see the ones that were having the workshop with him that he's kind of really professional and really like good in what he's doing. So. Yeah, he's also like one of the mentors, so just go for it. So, as I mentioned, you can talk about the ESN-related topics with your mentors, or even like from the work or professional career, because like of course those people are usually alumni, so they're already having the jobs and they're already experienced in like a different field. It can be IT, it can be project management. It can be something totally else, so it depends on mentors. And you can also talk about the university stuff. So if you're like struggling with something like I don't know, like during the exam period or something like that, he or she can help you with that as well. So it's really like the personal development of both the mentor and mentee. from a different perspectives. So it's like only up to you how much you're gonna get from it. So as I mentioned, there were already 2 editions. There was the edition in 2021 from March to July, where we were having the 10 mentors and 13 mentees, and the edition in the last academic year from November to June. And you could see it get higher a bit, so 12 mentors and 14 mentees, and 5 of the mentors stayed for both years. And I already know about at least one that's gonna stay for the 3rd edition as well. So it's beautiful that we are having the people that are actually willing to share, and we are having people that are willing to learn. And yeah, that's why Risha and Tete created this, because I think it's a really cool idea. And I'm gonna, okay, you have the mic.
So hello, my name is Thomas Kantor, right now HR coordinator of ESNCZ. And basically, thanks to Zuzka and Zdenda, I have not many things to add. It was almost everything said, but let's wrap it up. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, it's good. I forgot to mention that we were having
okay.
also the award for this project, because the network thinks it's really cool, and it is. So we were having the first place in the section competence development and employability out of the whole network of ESN International.
As mentioned on Friday, by the way. And so let's wrap it up with some technical things. As you already heard, we will be matching the people with experience, not just with ESN, but also some professional background, with each of you who would like to be part of it. And I believe that some people sitting here can be as well mentors. What it will be about, it will be mostly about you. Each of you has different questions, needs, and we will be listening it and match you with the right mentor. And as I heard from Risha, who is the founder of the idea, it worked really well. And the promised technical things, in December we will start call for mentors, in February for mentees, and in March it should start basically working with matching. So we are looking forward to it. I hope you as well, and you will apply. And this is the proof that we are really working on it. We started. And I will take advantage of having Risha here, who is the founder of the idea, if he can also say something from his point of view, because he was at the early beginning of the project. Risha?
Thank you. Of course, I have something to add. As you might have already suspected, I am in ESN for a long time, and eventually I started to think about, well, what the fuck am I going to do with my life once I am really too old to go to national assemblies, because, well, I already feel I am. This was one of the reasons why I came up with this idea, because, well, this is my loophole. I can stay in ESN forever because I can be a mentor. So I was like, well, let's make a mentoring program. But it's also really cool. Some of you have had workshops with Lenka or Robert. They were both mentors. And this kind of people are the ex-ESNers with a lot of experience, who have a lot of energy and want to give something back to the network, which is crazy because they already did it so much. And this kind of people, they are willing and able to give their personal time, a lot of it, to you, and listen to what you are dealing with right now, and help you with it. And it's really beautiful, and it helps all the people involved. And I would highly recommend that you do apply. And I think the barrier to entry is very low. I think it literally just says, don't be a newbie, like a total newbie, like be in ESN at least like for a semester, and then you can go to mentoring as a mentee. So The opportunity is up for the taking, and if you feel like you might benefit from help, do it. Do it now. I mean, do it in whenever it's supposed to happen. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Risho. And I think we have also Moncha and Betty in here, right? Yeah, can you stand up? So yeah, Moncha and Betty, and also Ren, which is also the alumni of ESNCZ. They're gonna be helping me and Tom with the coordinating. So yeah, all those beautiful people. Thank you. That's it.
Thanks for it. And there's a 5 minute of the discussion times. So therefore, I'm opening the speakers list. Does anyone have any question? No questions? There's a question in the front.
Hello. 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 Hello from Syria. Hello. Nice. Joseph Klasa, ICCT in Prague. My question is, how many of you are thinking that they would apply as either mentor or mentee? Just raise your hand. Okay, I think you need more trailers or materials to go for that amazing idea. So thank you for showing your hands.
People, any more questions? Okay, therefore I'm proposing to close the speakers list. Does anyone have any objections? Okay, so the speakers list is now closed. And we're gonna slowly but surely move to the next part of the agenda, which is held by Kate Lichtová, Communication Manager of the ESNCZ. And it's gonna be about the national marriage of the ESNCZ. So Kate, please come here. Welcome her on stage.
Still don't know how to operate this. Okay. So, national marriage. I was really thinking how am I going to, in which direction I'm going to lead this presentation. This is more of a reminder that we actually have something like this. We have all these amazing motifs, and we are at this stage that we are considering, are we going to make another order? What's going to happen to the national march, etc. Basically, the thought of this project was that the sections that do not have the resources to make this at all, they can order it through us, and they can have a discount because they technically can order. We can order it in a bunch, and therefore it's going to be cheaper for them. Yeah, and this is going to be very short, but I'm going to give you space to ask me about this or express your opinion about this. If you think this is something worth it, that we should make another order, because it could get potentially complicated if not many people are in fact going to order. Because then it's not going to be as cheap as we would like. So, yeah, the stage is yours, basically.
Okay, so the speakers is now open. There's a 10 minute of discussion time. So there's a question at the back. Any more questions? There is a question from Petya in the front.
Hi. Zdeno, can I have 3 questions?
I suppose you can, yeah.
Okay. Martin Václavík, KSN VSBTO. Can I ask, is there a section who sold more than 50 units of national merch? Please raise your hands. Okay. Second question, is there a section who sold more than 15 units of national merch? Please raise your hands. Okay, and is there a section who sold like 0 to 5 units of national merch? Please raise your hands. Okay, no more questions. Thank you.
To je pro mě prostě vyběhala. Nevěste si, ale tady běhala myška. A... My jsme o ní věděli, nechtěli jsme to říkat. So...
Yeah, this went off the rails very quickly.
Okay.
Okay, guys, it's just a mouse.
Yeah.
Calm down, okay? She's gone. Or he. Maybe one more question for you. Would you be interested if we would do another round of the creation of the logos, or if we would rethink the merch itself, like it wouldn't be socks and bottles, but something else, if this would be interesting for you?
Yeah, maybe those who think yes should raise their hands. So we would like to see.
Okay, anyone? So there was a question from Lucy. Yeah.
Thank you, Lucy, charity. I maybe have a question, since it was asked how many units were sold. How many sections were giving it away for free on purpose in their work complex? Maybe. Or was every section selling it?
We were giving it as the prizes for some games, for example, but also we are selling it in the part of the membership package.
Okay, then there was a question from Stepanka.
That was the reaction.
Oh, sorry. But you had the question before, right? I saw the hand up. No? Okay. So any more questions? There's a reaction at the back.
Martin Václavík, SNVSB. I think the biggest problem with the redesign would be that the students are actually the most interested in something local connected to their university from our experience. So, not really sure about it.
Okay. That was the reaction, and any more questions, please? We still have plenty of time. We have like 10 minutes of discussion. So there is a question in the middle.
Lukáš Sobotka, ESN International. Could you please explain how did we get to these specific items? Why are we offering buns and socks and etc. And how did we get to those designs? Because a lot of the people might not remember.
Yeah, of course. So I believe that how did we get to the items was through a poll, and it was voted on. And the designs came from the people from the sections, and there was also a competition. So it was very much consensual.
Cool. Any more? Anybody who wants to ask something? Because if not, I'm proposing to close the speaker list. Are there any objections? So the speaker list is now closed. Thank you, Kate, for the presentation, and thank you all for the questions. Cool. And now it's the time. Now is the time that we get to the official or the important stuff of this NA, and that is the voting. But before we get to the actual voting, we have some basics and some rules to get through, because I saw a lot of unknown faces to me, so I don't know if you're familiar with this type of thing, with this type of voting. So the rules are pretty simple, don't worry. The first thing is how to vote. You can use your lovely voting devices. Does everyone from the section has the voting device? Because there's a ESN VSE Prague, so yeah, you found your original one. Okay, so this is important. You need this. How to vote? Just, you know the song, Raise Me Up, so just raise it up. so we can see it, we can count it, and then we can basically write on paper. Who can vote? Only the section representative, or the legal representative, or the section representative with the delegated vote can vote on this NA. So just please, those guys or girls vote. Then we have a third part, and that is the meeting the numbers. We will go through the quorum check before the actual voting. Who will vote in the quorum check must vote in the actual voting after that. So there will be some numbers that we must meet, as it is in the statutes, standings orders, number 2, rules of procedure. There will be 4 votings. There will be 3 votings, public votings, and then there will be 1 secret voting. For the public votings, there will be voting about the audit commission. We need to meet the absolute majority, meaning that we need to meet at least 10 sections from the 18 sections that we have in total. That is the absolute majority. We have absolute majority again in the events policy paper, and then we have a change in the standing orders, and then there we need to meet the 2/3 of the majority that is present here. So that will be 12 sections from the 17 present sections, because we are missing a section from USB. We don't have the delegated vote. So that is the meeting number thing. And now we can actually move to the quorum check. I'm gonna skip the slide. And the question is, was your section's mascot stolen during the ZNA? Yeah. And I'm gonna go through it namely, so I'm gonna ask if was your section's mascot stolen during the NA? The options are more than once, option 2, just once, option 3, definitely not. So I'd like to... Exactly. Who is for the option 1? Please raise your voting device. So 1, 2, 3. We have an option 2 or B, and that is just once. And we have a last option, or option 3, definitely not. Okay, and my calculation says that it's 17 votes. Therefore, we met the quorum check number that we needed to meet, and we can. So yeah, lovely, clap. And we can meet. We can move to the actual voting, and that is voting number or second voting, and that will be the question is: do you approve Adela Smejkalova as the person responsible for Audit Committee 2023 elections? The options, as you can see, is yes. Option A is yes. Option B or 2 is no, and option 3 is abstain. So who votes for the option 1? Okay, and who votes for the second option? And the third option, the last option, abstain? Okay, because we saw just 16 who actually raised the voting devices, so please can we go through it again? So again, the options are 1, yes, the second option, no, third option, abstain. Who votes for the option? First option, and that is yes. Please raise your voting devices. Second option, no. And the third option, abstain. Okay, now we got it right. So it's 17. And okay, so there's no slide with the results. But so the question was, I'm gonna tell you the results. The question was, do you approve Adela Smejkalova as the person responsible for Audit Committee 2023 election? The option were yes, option 2 was no, option 3 was abstain, and the results are 17 sections voted for yes, none of them, zero votes for no, and then we have 0 votes for the third option, and that was abstain. Therefore, the Adela Smejkalova was approved as the person responsible for Audit Committee 2023 elections. Yay, yippee, 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 yay, clap, clap, clap. Okay, another voting. We have voting number 3.
Oh, it's still voting number 2.
Yeah, we have voting number.
It's voting number 2, but there are 2 votings in number 2.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. It's connected to the topic.
Okay, sorry, my bad. Sorry, so voting number 2, then again, we have, do you approve to have the election of Audit Committee 2023 at NA February 2023? The options are yes, second option no, third option abstain. So please again, who votes for the option number 1? Yes. Who votes for the option no? And anyone for the option 3? Is abstain? Cool. So my calculation says that the results are, the question was, do you approve to have the election of Audit Committee 2023 at NA February 2023? The options were yes, no, abstain. And the results are 17 sections were for the, or went for the option A, and that is yes. None of them were for the option second option, sorry, that was no, and none of them were for the third option, and it was abstain. Therefore, the elections, the proposal was voted and approved. So clap, 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 clap. Yeah, nice. And sorry for the confusion, guys. We will get it right this time. Voting number 3. Yeah, exactly. There are 2 votings now. I got it. Thank you, Philip. And that is the voting about changes to the event policy paper and changes to the standing orders. The first part of the voting number 3 is the question is: do you approve the changes of the events policy paper of ESNCZ as proposed in the preparation package? And the options are yes, no, abstain. So I'd like to kind of ask to you, about who goes for the option, for the first option, yes. Second option, no. And third option, abstain. Cool. So the results are, the question was, do you approve the changes of the events policy paper of ESNCZ as proposed in the preparation package? The options were yes, no, abstain. 17 sections were for the option, for the first option, yes. 0 sections for no, and 0 sections for abstain. Therefore, the change to the events policy paper was approved. Clappy, clappy, clappy. Yay! Yeah, and we needed to meet the absolute majority, and that's right. The second part of the voting number 3 is about the standing orders. So the question is: do you approve the changes of the standing orders number 1 and number 3 and 5 of ESNCZ as proposed in the preparation package? The options are yes, no, abstain. Who votes for the option, for the first option? Yes. Please raise your voting devices. Thank you. Second option, no. Who votes for no? and who voted for abstain? Cool. So the results are, I'm going to tell you the results. The question was, do you approve the changes of the standing orders number 1, number 3, and 5 of yes and CZ as proposed in the preparation package? The options were yes, no, abstain. 17 sections voted for yes, no one voted for for the second option, no, and no one was for the third option, abstain. Therefore, the change is approved. The changes are approved, sorry. Clappy, 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 clap. Nice. Thank you guys. Yeah, it's going quite nice. And we needed to meet 2/3 of majority, and we did that. Nice. Now I'd like to kindly pass the mic to Josef over there, because those were the public votes. Now we're gonna move to the secret voting, and Peppa will tell you the rules, and we'll take care of it for the rest of the voting time. Let's say, please.
Raz, dva, tři. Hello everybody. So this will be secret voting. I'm sure you know the rules, but just to repeat that, there are 3 options on the paper like this. Please do not bend it, do not write anything other than the vote itself, and do it with a circle around you want to do. So it's like and you will do just this. Okay? Or any other option that you discussed with your section, but no other updates to the ticket other than the vote itself. Yeah, do not sign yourself there or any other things, right? Because if you do that, your vote is not valid. Okay, now we will go through everybody who has voting rights or the voting delegation to their name, and you will receive the voting ticket. Adam Ondráš, Karolína Macháčková, Zuzana Hudáková, Terka Otcová, Šastránská, Nikole Jonové, Terka Horčicová, Vanes Magerová, Tomáš Bělej,
Tady není, ale místo ní jsem já asi tam taky psaná.
Jo. Emre, Filip Koučárik, Veronika Malindová, Stenda nevím. Bart Miller, Markéta Housková, Daniel Romanovský a Jenča Půjčková. Super. Amazing. Everybody got your voting ticket? So right now take a few minutes to think about your answer. I'll just read it again. Do you approve ESNVSC Prague as an organizing committee for National Assembly May 2023? Options are yes, no, abstain, and we're voting with absolute majority. Thank you. We're voting with absolute majority, so we need 10 votes for yes for it to be approved. So once you circle around your answer, just raise your hand and we will get the tickets back. Do not bend the ticket, just like return it as you received it. Okay, everybody returned their votes. Amazing. We'll just count them up, and after that, there is a coffee break. So, give us a moment. Yep.
Okay, so just count it if there are 17 votes, and then we will go to the coffee break. Okay, and then after the coffee break, there will be the just after the coffee break there will be the results of the votings, and then we will have the open space. So we will change those two between each other. So coffee break, results of the votings, then we will have an open space for 1.5 hours, and then we will have the votings. Stepanka?
Coffee break is not ready yet.
Okay, so I'll be just talking a bit. We got all your votes. Thank you for that. You are amazing that you were able to complete this task. It was very hard.
Ale máme ještě 15 minut, nebo 10. Ale stačí tak 10 minut.
I mean, that's understandable because coffee break, there was a start of coffee break at 10:15 a.m. So it's okay that it's not ready yet. But we have Petya who would like to say something too. So Petya, please come in.
So maybe, hi Petya. So maybe I can use the time to explain how the open space will look like and how will it work. We have 4 topics where you can take a part in. We have a sexual harassment in sections held by Steve. He's not here, but he's part of the OC, so we will divide the topics maybe into the rooms so you know where to go. Then there's the first national event of ESNCZ held by Zuzka. Then National Erasmus Games held by Martinko. Also, Martinko. And then Social Inclusion Days and Erasmus in All Colors by Emre Mbart, I think. Yeah. So, some of the rules. You can choose whichever topic you like. I think we will have like an hour for the open space. Ooh. Yeah.
I stole this from Maggie from the NA Brno, so that's her work. But we can use it here.
Yeah, so you can choose whichever topic you like, and you can always switch to the other rooms. Just the facilitator or the person who proposed the topic should stay in one place. you can talk about anything during the discussion. Everything is all right. You are on time and you are exactly where you need to be. So these are like the rules of the open space. So whenever it starts is the right time. When it is over, it is over. So you have 1 hour, but if you agree that there is nothing more to talk about, it is completely okay. Then whatever happens is the only thing that can happen, and whoever comes is the right people. So as I said, you can move to other topics if you feel like it. And when it comes to the part that when it is over, we will also have some flip charts somewhere maybe in the second room when the registrations were, or we will find some room for your feedback, for the OC, for the NA, for the venue, anything you have in mind. Also maybe regarding the agenda and the workshop sessions. And also we will have some flip charts when it comes to strategy. Yay! So we want to know your opinion and please help us with your needs and your wishes for ESNCZ in the next 3 years. So if you will be over with your open space or you just like don't feel like participating, please at least fill out the flip charts. Okay?
Can I add something more?
Yes.
Because actually there is a document how to run an open space event, and so I was speaking about open space is 4 rules, and so 4 rules. Then it's one law, the law of 2 feet. Then open space needs to have 2 insects, and it needs to have a coffee or tea area. And the insects are, every open space discussion needs to have or must have a butterfly. That is like the old gentleman, someone like Risha, who wants, yeah, exactly, the people who wants to hang out, maybe just drink tea, and basically to focus on the conversation. They don't appear to do much, but they may just be involved with the most important discussion of the day. So that's, for example, that's the butterfly Risha. And then there must be a bee, someone like me, who has an ADHD, he's like skipping the topics like between each other. And that is the people who live from conversations to conversation, bring new ideas, fresh eyes to the table. And then it needs to have a coffee or tea area. And that's about it. So 4 rules and 2 insects.
Thank you.
So find your bee and butterfly. That was what I wanted to say. And 1 mouse, exactly.
Okay, so after the coffee break, we will meet here again. We will separate the topics into the different rooms so you know where to go if you are interested in them. And that's all from me. Thank you so much.
There is our lovely megaphone. And the other people. Hey, we are still missing a lot of people, so please get them there. Or did they already leave? Okay, so we just some of them already left. Okay, cool. So everybody has a friend who's aware of that he should be or she should be here. Cool. It's not gonna be me. Fortunately, it's not gonna be me who's gonna be speaking. I'm gonna give the word to the electoral committee who's gonna tell you the. No, we were discussing that we will change it. We will have the. No, you. Okay, so that was a misunderstanding. Okay, now it's not going to be the results of the voting, sorry. It's going to be the open space, and Becca, you can talk. Then it's going to be the results of the actual votings.
Okay, so some logistics. I would like to ask the, well, it's not really holders, but the proposers of the topics to come here with me. They will explain a little what their topics are about. We can have two topics here in the main room. One will be here and one will be at the bar, so you can choose. And please introduce yourself.
Hello again. So I'm gonna be holding the open space about the first national event of ESNCZ at the bar. The last month we started a discussion with the HR and events community on the community call about this concept. And I also sent the info also to the local boards. And now I just want to give you the space to share your ideas and thoughts and let's talk about it a bit more. So we know the state of this. If we want to have something like that to actually be fancy and famous in the network with something like that or not, if it's like relevant for our network or not, and what's gonna be the concept, because there are already existing some concepts in the network from the past years, but of course it's totally up to us and up to discussion with the network. So you can stop by, ask any question or share your ideas.
Hello, Steve here. This is a follow-up topic that we had in Nabanu Dobry. Angelka brought it up during PvP session, and it kind of ended there. She had experience from 4 members of US and Czech Republic that came to her and had a bad experience of sexual harassment in their section. It was not Erasmus students, it was us people, us members. So during my open space, I would like to make a discussion. I would like to propose one solution and hear your ideas, what we can do. So if you want to talk about it, and I want to hear your also your experiences. If you know somebody, I mean not the real experiences. I wanna hear if it happened. I don't wanna hear. Okay, thank you. Okay, I will stay here.
Oh, okay, hey guys, I'm Bart.
This is Andre.
And we will be holding kind of open space about the causes, SI days, and Erasmus in all colors. So yesterday on the Meet Your Colleagues meeting, we kind of talked about general info about causes. Now in the open space, we would like to go really into details on some specific events, what you can really do. For example, Emre will be talking about the Erasmus in colors in detail. And then we would like to do around a kind of brainstorming on what new activities or what we can come up with together, what activities are possible to do in our sections. If you want to add something?
How many of you has heard about the Erasmus in all colors event? Actually, it's pretty good. Thank you. For those who has no idea, basically it's a kind of advanced level of Erasmus Pride event. It's open for everyone. And we did it like the 6th time this semester. It's for Like, it basically contains some discussion parts about the LGBTQ community, about the concepts, and also basically party with the people and the drag shows. I'm going to be giving some feedbacks, important feedbacks from both participants to the discussion forum and also to the open to the party parts. And maybe if you would like to organize something in your sections, we can do something similar. We can talk about it in our open space.
That room.
Hello, I'm Martin, and I want to talk a bit about international Erasmus Games and especially the national Erasmus Games, because I still have a feeling that it's a very invisible event for most of the network, and it's a pity, so I will be somewhere here in the corner.
Can I just add that you were actually organizing the national round of Erasmus Games, right? So. Yeah. So you can ask Marcinko also about this because they were organizing the national round of the Erasmus Games.
Yeah, so thank you, people, for proposing these topics. And as I was saying about the flip charts, we have one flip chart about some strategy. How will the ESNCZ look like in 2026? I'm really looking forward to hearing your opinions about like the members, the international students, the sections, the network, and your cooperationships. It can be between the sections or with your international relations office or your universities or any other stakeholder. Then we have the feedback, which is here at the registration room. We have an appreciation round, which is outside at the white board. And one more, no? No, okay. And we also have a flag. There is a tradition for the OC. They will keep the flag, so it's in this room, and you can write there any wishes or thanks to the OC. So please find the flag and state your opinions about the NA and the OC and say your thank yous if it's applicable for you. Is that it? I think yes. Okay, enjoy your open space and we will see each other here in an hour.
Yes, yes, nice. Also announcement, please, when you will be coming to lunch, take your bed sheets and the laundry closet, or like, it will be here. Someone from the area will be waiting to collect it. Thanks. If you're leaving before lunch, don't do it because you should be here. But if, then put it to silent room. Thanks.
12:05 we'll meet here. And also, if you want to approach us as MB, ask how are we doing, what currently we are working on. We will be here somewhere walking around the rooms, so you can approach us as well. Thanks.
Please, everybody take a seat. Do we have everybody? Okay. I see some smoke from the outside. Maybe smokers, could you join us? Thank you. Okay, I guess we have kinda everybody. So let's get to the results. The question was, do you approve ESN VSC Prague as an organizing committee for National Assembly May 2023? And we needed 10 votes for the absolute majority. Drum roll. Congratulations. So NMA will happen in Prague, organized by ESN VSC Prague. Thank you. Okay, and now I will pass word to our lovely president.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna sneak in for a little while. So this was the official end of the this was the end of the official part of the agenda. I'm not good on the motivational and emotional speeches, so I'd like to just say a few words. Thank you for my substitution on Friday. Thank you, Terka, for taking care of the vice chair. Thank you, Zdenau, for replacing me as a main chair, and thank you, Philip, for providing us with the IT stuff that we had no idea about, and thank you all for. Thank you that you stayed here when I was speaking, because and that's pretty much it. I'm sorry, because this was my, I'm sorry I made like millions mistakes, sorry for that, sorry for the abstain, option A, option 1, option first, option second, but yeah, this was my first NA I did the online one, this was the first offline, so thank you for that, and now I will pass I don't know if it was the last one, I don't know, but it was the first position, so thanks.
Hi, me again. I was a little bit stressed about the closing speech, but the bar is really low right now. I think I was better. Yeah, guys, we did it. Sorry, Zana. We did it. It's almost over. Just few last words, some thank yous. So prepare your hands. We will be clapping. We will be thanking. Firstly, I would like to thank my mother and my father for raising such an amazing daughter. No, seriously. I would like to thank our amazing CT and also Terkat. Thank you for stepping up and helping. Also the Electoral Commission. Thank you for helping us with the elections, the secret voting. Then I would like to thank my beautiful board for all the hard work, for all the presentations and sessions and everything that you did during the NA and also before. I heard that the open space was really fruitful, so it looks we have a lot of work to do after also. Then also another presenters that were here presenting. I had the Red Bull, it's because of that. And also thank you our lovely supporters for helping us with the midterms and with the presentations, with the open space, and just for being here and being amazing. And also, I would like to thank ESN Russia for applying for the NA. Congratulations again. We are really happy that the NA will be happening in Prague. Who more? Oh yeah, the workshop holders. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you also Martin and Lenka and Robo and who was the fourth one? Kate. sorry. Thank you for your workshops. I really hope that you enjoyed it all. And again, I would like to thank our partners because they were supporting us financially and also with the coffee breaks and the cookies and the internet and everything. So thank you. I'm really excited that we had a lot of newbies for this NA. It's really amazing, and I see that our network will be just better and better every year. And also thank you all for being here, for being active during the day and being crazy during the night. I really enjoyed it. I'm so glad that we could meet offline because the NAs that are online, like, it's quicker, but it's not so much fun. And I was just like exploring and like enjoying the dinner time when I just heard like the white noise when everybody was speaking to each other, and I saw that the knowledge is shared and transferred and the friendships are made. So I'm really glad that I really saw that you are enjoying yourselves. Thank you for that. And I would like to really thank to the OC for their hard work. Please come to me, all of the OC members. When no section applied for NA, and we really wanted to do it offline, so we decided to try the national OC, and I would really like to thank you all for stepping up and being amazing. And even though the organization was mostly did by like online and with the calls, and I was afraid how will it look like, but I was so amazed by your hard work. We didn't even need to do so much as a MB because like everything went so smoothly, and I'm so proud of you. And I really hope that you gain some experiences from this. And we have the flag for you, which participants signed with some nice messages. Maybe we will keep it out also during the lunch, so you can still put there some nice quotes or like appreciations. And I will just check my notes if I didn't forget about anything. Oh yeah, and also the flip charts will be here if you want to add something. I see the strategy is almost empty. Guys, please help us with that. 3. Okay, I feel I need a group hug with OC and MB. Proud mama. Okay, and with that, I'm officially closing NA 2022.
Let's do it again.
I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. And I would like to thank also like everyone, but especially my MCs, because without them this wouldn't be possible. And I hope that we will see each other soon. And I have also some organizational things because, well, I have to say them right.